One of the more disappointing things, to put it charitably, really outrageous, was Chief Justice Roberts declining to read a question that mentioned the name of the alleged whistleblower. And the question was written in a way that didn't call him the whistleblower. It was a completely political decision. Now, admittedly, judges in cases have the discretion to leave that type of information out, right? But this was a decision by, this was not a regular courtroom. And in my view, the Chief Judge, the Chief Justice overstepped his authority here. And I'm disappointed the Senate didn't overrule him and require him to read the question. The Senate had been bullied in that particular issue into protecting the corrupt questions about being asked most directly of Adam Schiff and about his corrupt, evidently, well, I know it's a corrupt relationship because he lied about it. Why would you lie about it otherwise? Now, the president's team raised general issues, but no one wanted to mention the name of the guy. And I'm not going to mention him here because the big tech companies are working with Adam Schiff's, or have bought into Adam Schiff, the theory that the whistleblower's name can't be said. That's not a legal position. He's not a whistleblower under law. And even if he were, his name is not immune from being publicly disclosed. Think about this. You have a man, and if this person indeed is a whistleblower, I don't know exactly for sure, but there have been all sorts of credible reports he is. Everyone in town knows who the name is. Like I said, if I say it, the big tech, Facebook and YouTube will delete this video. They'll take it down. We can't even put a link with his name in it on those websites. Can you believe it? They're protecting the CIA, a CIA official who worked on Ukraine, the top CIA guy on Ukraine, for the White House in both the Obama and the Trump White Houses. Evidently, he worked for Joe Biden. Evidently, he worked, well, we have the documents because Judicial Watch first disclosed them. He was dealing with all these Ukrainians who were involved in the effort to take out Trump. He visited with them at the White House. We're not allowed to mention his name. Well, because Adam Schiff doesn't want it done. You know why he doesn't want it done? Because it would demonstrate, because the details of what this guy was up to, I'm convinced would demonstrate the corrupt formation and corrupt pursuit of the effort to remove the president from office. If you want to know what the corruption is, this is the issue that I'm talking. This is a key part of it. But again, we're not intimidated. I mean, we can sue in court. We can ask questions. We don't have to ask Adam Schiff's permission. We sued Adam Schiff for records about his abuse of the civil rights of the president's team and publishing their phone records. We've already sued for all the emails of the alleged whistleblower at the CIA. But we've expanded our investigation to the State Department, and we've asked for records about meetings that took place, evidently, involving the whistleblower and these Ukrainians. I'm looking at the wrong release here. Hold on. Judicial Watch files two new lawsuits. I'll talk about the second one in a minute. All records regarding the January 19th, 2016 meeting at the White House that included State Department Ukrainian resident legal advisor Jeff Cole and U.S. Embassy Kiev employee Sipvana Partis. Now, supposedly the whistleblower was involved in that meeting. All records of communications between the State Department official and the whistleblower, or the name of that person, the CIA official, and other types of documents. Remember, Biden joined the board of Burisma in 2014. Hunter Biden did, because Burisma was worried about corruption investigations, and they needed they needed insurance by having the vice president's son there. And his father just coincidentally happened to be the point man for Obama on Ukraine corruption. And then you got Joe Biden confessing on tape that the prosecutor investigating Burisma was fired after he threatened to withhold $1 billion in loan guarantees from Ukrainians' leadership. See, that's evidence of corruption, folks. But we're not allowed to talk about some of the people involved. I mean, we first exposed by looking at public White House visitor logs who this CIA official was meeting with. And it looked like these, as I said, this group of Ukrainians involved in trying to smear and target Trump. And then Laura Ingraham, it looks like she was doing her own FOIA work. She had a story about how New York Times journalist Ken Vogel was investigating that meeting that we're asking about. Vogel had contacted the State Department via email for comment, specifically mentioning concerns about Hunter Biden's position with Burisma. We're going to report that a State Department official attended a meeting at the White House on 1/19 with Ukrainian prosecutors and embassy officials, as well as blank redacted from the NSC. You know who that name is probably? The whistleblower. The subjects discussed, listen, included efforts within the United States government to support prosecutions in Ukraine and the United Kingdom of Burisma Holdings, and concerns that Hunter Biden's position with the company could complicate such efforts. They had a meeting about Burisma at the Obama White House. New York Times never ran this story. Isn't that interesting? So it's, again, up to Judicial Watch to do the heavy lifting to try to get the full truth about what the State Department has here. And isn't it outrageous that we had to sue this State Department? They're hiding documents that could further exonerate the President of the United States. So this is, I think, our third lawsuit on the whistleblower that Chief Justice Roberts has decided he shouldn't name. Unbelievable.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all the latest news from Judicial Watch.